He's going to do the exact same thing every time. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And the fellow we're talking about is a fellow YouTuber. It makes his own screen paint by the name of Crow1176. So I told you, anytime that they'll display any real light in the environment, they'll stick to nice bright colors. They'll stay far away from contrast levels because contrast levels will fail miserably in a room with that much light. Gray screens do not have the capability to pull a contrast level unless they have some kind of contrast shifting technology embedded into them, and they don't have the ability to pull proper colors. So as I said before, he'll keep going back to the black sheet of fake paint that's supposed to be ours. Now, if my paint came up that dark, and as you've seen in demonstrations over and over again, it'd be virtually impossible for the screen to even have the ability to be able to pull up. It would be impossible, especially when I had my computer hooked up to the dark slate, and then the other screens I have about the house. It'd be impossible for you to see the screen if the screen's displayed on that level. But what we can show you is that gray screens over and over again do not pick up these levels at all. So I'm curious, when you did the demonstration, why didn't you put in any of the contrast demonstrations that you faked in the last two demonstrations? In his last two demonstrations, one of the environments was so dark that you can actually see light piercing through the peek hole in his door. The other one was basically where he was literally up on top of the screen, hugging it in the dark to try to give off an illusion that he was actually pulling off a contrast demonstration when he clearly wasn't. If you need proof on those videos, I'll post them below at the bottom of the link. So anyway, at the bottom of the video. So anyway, in this demonstration, I explained to you before, anytime they show a large amount of light, it will be against white, bright colors only. They will stay far away from contrast. Now, again, you're not proving anything because you didn't do any of the challenges that we gave you. You didn't take the product outside and do a starfill demonstration. Didn't show up your white levels on your UV mix, none of that. You go back to the same tactics of doing this bright environment, this black sheet of whatever is supposed to be on this product, supposed to be ours, and that's supposed to portray us. We have people right now, I'm about to show you a customer who's actually showing off our screens right now on our Facebook page. He's very happy about the product. We have contracts showing off the product, but for some reason in Crow's world, he's the only person that sees the product as truly dark, which is interesting. So let me show you already from the door. I told you every single time this is what they'll do. And I could do the same thing with my mix downstairs, the exact same video with my mix. But I'm gonna show you right here. Anytime they show off an environment, now this is what I don't understand. If you had that much light that could enter the apartment to begin with, why didn't you start the two videos where you were showing off contrast demonstrations in that exact same lighting? Why were those particular two videos done in a dark environment? And this one, when you do it involving white light, a lot of bright light, you have nothing but color. So let me show you. And after seeing exhausting videos like this from this individual, this is why we're going to ignore him for about 2 or 3 months. He's going to pay him any mind. Because the tactics that he's doing is just absolutely embarrassing. It is. But I'm going to show you from here. So look at the environment. How come the environment that you did, involving the same environment with the screen where you had the board in the front, how come you didn't show the contrast demonstration in there, in that kind of lighting? So they pick and choose what's going to work better for them. So again, this is another fail. Because now you can see that his apartment can handle that kind of light. We all know why the board was there. The board was there due to the fact that you didn't want any physical light hitting the screen when you were showing the contrast demonstration. If that was the case, you would have had the windows open up in the background. I'm doing a demonstration right now on a 235.1 invisible screen right now downstairs. So I'll show you that. We finished my 235.1 is done. I can't wait. I showed one video. I'm going to show you the rest of it. So it doesn't make a difference. All the lighting you have in the environment, you should have had that same amount of lighting in the environment when you did the contrast demonstration. So what is the difference now? Now, unless he shows the starfill demonstration in there, bottom line is, he's not going to have, if he has a bright image that comes up on that screen, let me see right here. And that definitely, we can tell what that is already from the door. Let's move ahead. Let's see what kind of videos he's showing off of this. And I'll show you my customers' demonstrations that they're posting right now. If you go to our Facebook fan page, you will see a bunch of our customers' photos, videos that are being posted. We got companies that are posting their videos on our page, so you can see it right from there. But whatever this mess is, I don't know what that can, but that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be our product. This is coming from the same individual who thought was trying to convince you that he had our gamer paint. Didn't realize the gamer paints are not gray. Gamers are purple. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. So let me show you right here. Now see, those stick to bright white levels. I told you every single time. I can call like it is. Well, how come you don't do the contrast demonstration in there? You got a black sheet or whatever that is against the screen. How come you didn't show any OLED fish, starfield demonstration, anything like that? Now it just shows you how much physical light that apartment can take in. So if it can take in that much physical light, how come you didn't do the demonstration to begin with when you displayed your contrast demonstrations in the exact same environment? We got a commercial. That's a commercial popping up on my end. Here we go. Now watch, wait. I'm gonna show you something real quick. He's real slick with the camera. You gotta be real careful. Real slick. You saw it a few minutes ago. Wait. He's really slick with the camera. Gotta be, there you go. Found it. Crow, even that fake product is pulling a better contrast level than your product right now. I caught that. I study videos constantly all day. This is where I get my research. This is how I know about companies. I study their videos. I break their videos down real slow. This is exactly what I need to see. Right there, clear as day. That fake product you got is performing a better contrast level. This is why I tell you contrast is everything. It's something that's needed. But when you do contrast, you have to be careful because the contrast levels can't be too high because then your white levels will fade and your colors come out too dark. That's what the UV mix does. It has to be a perfect balance in between. So you see that right there? You see how beautiful that came up on that surface, that product? See how, whatever he made? Now look at his product washed out. Perfect example right there in your own video. You have outed your product as being exactly what it is, a washed out, outdated product that should not be sold. And until you go outside and do the demonstration as we asked, this is why we need him to go outside. Because inside he cuts a lot of corners inside. That board he had, if you saw the demonstration I showed you, when his blinds came down, and we could tell it was daylight outside because you can see the light peeking around the blinds. When the blinds came down, they only came down to a certain degree. So it means he still had a slither of light pushing through, and that's what the board was there to block any remaining light that would have actually hit the bottom of the screen. Now, the part I don't understand is if you can produce that much light in your apartment, how come you didn't do that contrast demonstration in the same environment? Because the screen would have washed out, just like you're seeing here with the leather jacket. You see the detail in that jacket compared to the detail in his product. Now, if he had proper technology that was homed in the right way, he would have been able to pull that up in a fully lit environment like we do in the window all the time. You failed again, buddy, and I caught you again. Another busted video. Where this is at, let me see what the time is on that so you can get it for yourself. That's the time right there. So when you go into the video, you want to make sure you hit it at 320, about 320 or 818. That'll bring you right to this particular spot right here, and you'll see where his product is washed out. All right, let's go on. And as I said before, look, no contrast demonstrations, nothing. If our images came up that dark, it'd be virtually impossible to see our screen outside in our demonstrations. Impossible. So we all know that already. We know that basically when he does this, I consider this now to be called the cry for help. When he keeps reverting back to the black screen, it's a cry for help. And like I said, even with the black surface, as fake as it can be, because it can't pull that proper white level, because the UV mix does the exact same thing. It doesn't pull a proper white level. It pulled a better contrast than the screen did. And you can see the detail in the leather. That's why I said it's very important to have darker screens. Darker screens cost more money. That's why. Begin with, I don't know why. Now he's trying, mind you, now this is a person who got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to do. Why does he keep going back and explaining the board? Notice how he keeps going back and keeps playing the board. You're doing a video demonstration. There should not be a board laying across anywhere in the demonstration. What would be the purpose of the board being there to begin with? So that's what's baffling. So he keeps going back to that because he knows in the demonstration that board was there to block a specific amount of light that was coming under his blinds that would have made contact with the screen. So why do you have it there to begin with? See, it's a shame, but you have people like that. That shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be in the environment at all, period. It's like Screen Innovation showing off a beautiful living room and there's a refrigerator right in the middle. Like, why the freak do you have a refrigerator there in the middle of the freaking video? Like, why is that even there? What's the purpose of it? Now, if you notice, look, there's no content on it. The reason why he's not picking too much content is because if anything comes up showing a contrast level, even that surface is going to show better than the screen, which we saw with the leather jacket. And this is why we asked him to do the challenge outside. And the challenge was never done. Now, let's do the whole video here. This is how watch it. This is how dark our product is supposed to come up. It'd be virtually impossible for you to see my screen downstairs at any given time, sitting in all that window light, if that screen came up that dark. But we're going to call this, from now on, we're going to call this, what's the name we're going to call this? What he does. We're going to call this a cry for help. Anytime he puts this up, it's called a cry for help from now on. Because that's pretty much what it is. So let me show you, Crow, something here that you don't understand. We're going to go back a minute. I'll show you. Now, you saw how bright the apartment was. We're going to go back to where he faked his demonstration, and he claimed to be able to pull his contrast demonstration. We broke this down a few times on one of the videos. Go back to his channel here. Let's see. There we go. There's the video right there. Now, same area, same apartment, same board across, and you'll notice how dark the apartment is compared to how bright it is now. When they do these demonstrations, they will make sure these demonstrations are done. Now, see the difference between the apartment lighting now? This is when he's trying to show a contrast level. Now, watch this. You gotta go all the way back. Back a little bit more. Mouse needs to be a little more faster than that. There we go. See right there in the corner? See where his windows come down? See, they don't quite hit to the bottom, they don't cover. See that glimmer of light that's pushing through, that's hitting the side of the wall? That's what the board was for. The board was to make sure that the light coming from there wasn't going to make contact. There's no reason for this to even be here in a video demonstration. Why would it be there to begin with? What purpose does it serve? Why would you even have it there to begin with? There's no purpose to have it there at all, period. Now, if you notice, like here, like I said, see the peephole? You see how much light is pushing through the peephole? Look at around the cracks of the windows, the door where the window light's pushing through. There is physically that much light out there. Now, if you're trying to show off a contrast demonstration and you're trying to say your screens can take in all this light, then how come you don't do the same demonstration you just did a few minutes ago using the same content in the same video? Because the screen wouldn't have pulled up, it'd have washed out. Just like when you saw the leather jacket, it did the same thing. So I told you this. I can mark a clock to it. I can time a clock to it easily. Anytime they do contrast demonstrations, very dark environments. Anytime they're trying to show a screen off to produce high white, ambient light abilities, always color every single time. Every single time. You gotta stop with these fake demonstrations, man. These fake demonstrations are so fake, it's not even funny. That's the fakest thing I've ever seen. You're gonna do a demonstration with all that light, but there's no star fill, no OLED fish, nothing in that environment at all, period. We're gonna stick to those nice bright colors. And like I said, even with the fake paint you saw on the leather jacket, you can see the leather jacket was picking up better detail. All right, so let me show you this right here real quick. We're gonna go out of here. This is the fellow, let me see. Find him real quick. gonna go back over to add to my Facebook business page. A minute, because my personal page is gonna pop up. And oh, I am on Crystal Edge Technology screen. I am on my screen. It's my Facebook business page. Okay, how we doing up there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I'm over here watching Weird History. I like history, and that's one of my favorite things to watch is Weird History. I'm a history buff, so I love history, but the history they teach you in school is fake. They don't teach you the real deal. This is a customer right here who has our product. He gave us permission to use his name, has his name, and this is his video demonstration right here of our product. And these were customers coming in post on our product right here on our page. So he's using our black 12. Remember the 12? He still has the 12. That's awesome. This is the 12 in his environment. Mind you, this is coming from Crow way back when he was talking about how 12s were so dark you couldn't see them. And that's one of the customers. You can go right, I'll leave you a link where you can go and see the video demonstration he just posted, but that's our screen in a fully lit environment. Yeah, screens come up that dark, eh, Crow? He also has the 19. He has all our screen paints. He has bought every last one of our screen paints. Did you know that? And he's going to display them. He doesn't like how you do business. He doesn't. He is another person who considers you to be a deceitful, dirty human being. I hate to say it that way, but he does. There's a lot of people in the business field that I do business on a daily basis that won't touch you with a 10-foot pole because they consider you to be a dirty person in business and want to have nothing to do with you. And it's a shame because I have connections with a lot of interesting people. And your name does come up. They don't like you too much. Because if you're talking about a CEO of a company who has my product in his living room and he's watching that screen in a fully lit environment, he sees your demonstration displaying my screen off as being something that is not, and he has it in his home, yeah, you just got yourself an enemy that won't do business with you at all, period. That's the kind of damage you're doing to yourself. Well, good luck with that one. Let's come out of here and show you real quick. Around this one right here. I told you, they stick to them bright. I told you, anytime they do a demonstration, displaying, like he did the one where he had the projection screen in the backyard, and he showed the demonstration with the birds, fully lit environment, plenty of color. He did the demonstration with the football, remember that one? Fully lit environment. So how come when you do a contrast demonstration, it's always these dark, poor lit environments? Because your screen can't pull contrast level and it doesn't pull proper color. That's why you're going through all this. Let's go to, and this is a company that has a product, has a contract through us, and they're actually doing their own intro. They sent me a couple of their intro videos they're doing. They did that on a 4K projector, but they're showing they're doing their own intro for their commercials and stuff like that. Also, I have another fellow in California that's actually working on commercials for us. So let's see, and he has the product. We sent him down our court. He's testing it out right now. He's going to give me a call today and posting some videos of his own person about how he likes the product. There we are. That's my little document we did today on screen innovation. Yes. See, here's the thing. Who knows more about projection screens? Even though I'm not a big fan of screen innovation. Screen innovation or Crow? I would think screen innovation knows more, right? Yeah. And yet, they didn't choose his product. They chose mine. Because when I shot it was dark, just like theirs, because their screen is considered to be a high-performance screen. There you go. That's why. That's why they saw it with potential, because it was dark technology, just like theirs. Let's see. So this is why, he doesn't do any of the test demonstrations we advise him to do. He cuts corners every chance he gets. He tries to make it look like he's really doing something. It's not. We already know his product is black and white paint. We already got videos on that. I'm going to leave a ton, not a ton, but a great deal of links at the bottom. I want you to look at those links. And those links you will see Crow basically making a product for free, which is the Metallica Mix 2.0. You'll get a chance to watch a demonstration and delete a hidden video. you'll see a customer, not a customer, a YouTuber actually tearing him a new one about how he is a deceitful liar and how he'll basically bring people's products in there to tear them down to make this look good. There's also the 2 demonstrations that he did where he claimed he was doing the dark room. One was when he's hugging the screen. The other one where he actually was, the room was just completely dark. There's our product right there, Crow. And there's 20 or 30 of those videos right there. And this is a fellow displaying, a guy who's a contractor or a company who's displaying the screens right there. That's a black screen. Here's the 4K intro. And this is the reason why when we test our screens out, the Black Phoenix, and even in the Nova, we've done demonstrations where we tested the screen against other black screens involving white levels. I have not seen any form of demonstration that I'm doing other gray screens involving contrast levels. How many challenges have we given them this week? Quite a few, huh? Any of them been met? No. I tell you, you're never going to see a Starfield demonstration in a fully lit environment. So they're contracted to sell our cloths. As a matter of fact, we got a signature 19 coming out too for them. We're doing a customized formula for them so they can upgrade to a 19. This is the black alcohol surface they have in the house that they're using that's coated with a black formula. Again, like I said, come on here and back it up every single time. Anytime someone's going to claim my product to be too dark, I can come here and say, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. I can just walk through my house and show you, no problem. But if we ask him to show a Starfield demonstration, contrast demonstration, what do we get? Nothing. We ask him to meet us outside, let's do a demonstration, what do we get? Nothing. If he does a demonstration in a somewhat fully lit environment, like I say, you will never ever see that demonstration done outside at all, period. He'll find a way to cut some corners. What is Crow? I'm gonna show you something. That's my screen outside, motorized projection screen sitting outside. You don't do demonstrations like this. Only we do this stuff. So your demonstration again is another fail, and I'm going to put it under the link below so you can compare that to, I don't know why, like I said, if you're going to be doing a demonstration on contrast and that apartment was that dark, and you knew you could bring that kind of light in the environment to begin with, why didn't you just start with that? That's what you got to think about. Why didn't he start with the apartment being well lit to begin with, instead of going through all those steps of putting the board up there and closing the blinds and making the apartment dark? Why didn't you just start off with keeping the apartment nice and bright? What you should do is do the exact same video you just did a few minutes ago, and this time, instead of showing colors, show a contrast demonstration. Show a star field, show exactly how your contrast levels are going to be able to balance off in the room. That's what you need to do. Do a digital cinema something. What you said? No, he didn't do the star field. We didn't see it. We never saw the star field. Show me where. I'll leave the comments open. You can post it below if you want. Where is it? Outside. Where's the demonstration? Because if that leather jacket came up like that, there's no way in the world he pulled the Starfield demonstration. Nowhere in the world. So I know that from the door. Look, man, I got a degree in chemistry. Don't play with me, okay? I know about the whole laws of physical light and all that stuff like that. That's how we can do all this crazy stuff over here. So don't play with me. The bottom line is he didn't pull a Starfield demonstration. If your product can pull a Starfield demonstration, then he should have been outside doing the challenge when we gave it to him. That challenge went up twice. We got another challenge out there called the Ultimate 1100 Lumen Challenge. That's been out there since 2019 and it hasn't been matched yet. So if it can do it, we should have seen it by now. And we haven't. And if he could pull a Starfield demonstration, how come he didn't do the demonstration right there and then in all that light? Okay then, I thought so. All right, I'm going downstairs and show what we're working on. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna ignore him for a month because he's silly Billy. That's what he is. That's my baby right there. That's my new one. Beautiful, isn't it? That's a transparent screen right there at 235.1, 60 inches. That has light wrapped all around it. Look at, like, from here and here, that's sun killer technology, my friend. That screen can take a direct hit from a sun. Same technology we had coded, that's what's embedded in that screen. Now, just no one that has that kind of technology except for us. We're the only ones who can take a direct hit from the sun. And we'll put that challenge out there tomorrow, challenging everybody, including big companies too, just like we did with the 1100 Limit Challenge. Go back and on that one. That's what you call quality technology. Do you not have any idea how much this stuff is going to be sold for now? We got storefronts that are going to be displaying this all over the storefronts, windows, everywhere. You know why? Because they can have their guests outside watching the game, like we displayed, and you can have sunlight hitting the screen at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will still maintain an image, which we showed you in many, many tests. Clean the image. If you're interested in getting the Surface I'm using right now, it's a protective guard. That's what it is. A COVID protective guard. They get pretty pricey. This one was $130. It came with the stands. The stands come with it. But if you ever want to design one of these screens using that technology, yeah, the best way to go is with one of these stands. Now we're going to make two versions of this one. This one has up to about 7 coatings on it. I told you before, this stuff is multi-coat, so the more applications you put to it, the darker it gets. We're going to make one actually darker than this one. It's going to be actually like a really, really sick, dark product, and it's going to allow you to be able to see nothing through the screen at all, period. The only thing that can pass through the screen is white light. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to work. I got much to do. I got testing to do here. We got the other technology that just launched on the website that's been selling. Oh yeah, that screen that can change its color to a black contrast screen. That's already sold right now on the website. We have the dedicated Christie screens, which I got to send out some emails out to Christie Corporation. They're interested in the technology, by the way. Yeah, they're interested that we can actually design to make their old projectors. He was like, wait, you look at the old Relic projector we're using? Yeah, they're quite impressed. So we can use one of their old Relic projectors and make it look that good. So they're interested, they're biting. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration and thank you for your time. I got to go and God bless.